Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We gotta have fun. Ultimate goal today, today, today. What did you do yesterday? You had to do today, today to tomorrow. Are you a procrastinator? My name is Ray Reynolds. This is rayswebinar.com. I want to change your life. Is that okay? Now, you can't take pictures. You cannot record. You got to get a tablet and pen. Write it down to get it here. Ultimate goal today is May 5th, 2021, called Blackjack Year. Let's go get it. The bottom line is, I want to make sure you know, May 5th, this year, all right, by the end of the year, I want you to have the $1 million dream. I want to make sure you have all the money and the rules and the tools too. I want to teach you how to play the game. It's kind of fun. So guess what we get to do today? We're going to make sure you understand how to get to that $1 million dream. Procrastination, stop it if you are a procrastinator, please. Time. I can't control time, neither can you. But we can control what we do with the time we've been given. We can make sure we don't waste it away. My life in 2009 worth millions and billions of dollars. Got all the goodies. It's pretty simple. We took out the corporate yacht July 4th with a group of people to watch the fireworks. Everything I touched turns to gold since I was 4 years old. And the next day I get to die. That kind of sucks. So here, we took out the yacht to watch the fireworks with a group of people, church and school. No problem. And the next day, I'm in a coma. I had H1N1 pandemic number 9, and I got to die at 5:41. That kind of sucks. Reality is pretty simple. I heard my wife yell her head off. I heard the doctor say he's not going to make it, he's going to die. Then I heard someone trick to get her POA, power of attorney, that day. You know what I got to do? As I'm laying there dead, I get to hear everybody. Kind of weird. I got to go to the other side too. I got one question that was asked to me. All right, you can stay in peace or go back. I just heard my wife scream her head off, so I said go back. So after that, coming out of that coma, I studied to get another PhD. I became a pastor. If you want to get married in California, let me know. It's kind of fun too. See, I think God's using me as some rules and tools to show you how you can do it again and again. I mean, heck, I was born with a girl's name. I got to beg and steal off the pier. He out of a trash can too. While I was being used and abused as a kid. That kind of sucks. But God's using me to show you today. You can get through it. No matter what I say, no matter what you say too. When I got born in that taxi on the way to Gardena Hospital, the little girl wanted a girl, but I'm a boy. She gave me a girl's name, raised my middle name, then she threw me away like a piece of trash. Oh well, what am I going to do? Go boo-hoo-hoo? I moved 24 times by the time I'm 11 and a half years old. Now, do me a favor. Do yourself a favor right now. Write down getting past go. Write it down, getting past go. See, I think you're stuck. Sorry, I just think it's true. So let's understand, when I was 3 years old to 10 years old, I got to be with Mrs. Hope. Mrs. Hope got her weekly and monthly checks, but she dropped me at Redondo Beach Pier every morning at 6:30 from the age of 3. She was a she-devil from hell. Ultimate goal, I didn't like stealing and begging off the pier. I thought it kind of sucked. But I used the brain that God gave me and got my Lamborghini collection as a kid. I got my Duffys. I got my 6 mansions at the time. I broke the world record for the highest kick on the planet in 1981. I wanted to prove white men do jump. Stupid people say we don't. Ultimate goal, I parked my race boat in my backyard. Where do you park yours? I got my helicopter, got my yachts, I got my Ferraris too. My question to you is, why haven't you done this? I got nobody says God me. Reality is, you got to write down and raise rules today and teach you how to play. Now, I was 4 years old when that lady, as I'm begging and stealing off the pier, walking through Redondo Beach, handed me a Bible. Here's all the answers you're ever going to need. Yeah, right. I looked at that book. I learned to read at 2.5 years old. I looked at it and I learned, okay. It says, whatever I pray for, believe I'd receive it, it'd be mine. I said, God, if you're real, why? I don't have a real mommy and a daddy. Why am I stealing off the pier? Why am I being used and abused too? Ever since that day, everything I touch turns to gold. He answers my prayers. What about you? Ultimate goal, I'm the godfather of credit, by the way. I'm going to credit rebuild you. I'm going to show you the truth. See, I trained Ken Yarborough years ago. He was security chief at TRW and Asperian, by the way. I'd like to train you just a little bit. Can you listen and learn, please? Can you write down Credit Services Act? Google it later today. Their front page of the Federal Trade Commission will say credit repair is a scam, not allowed to collect money up front. Then they'll say go to the Credit Repair Organization Act 2, where it says attorneys can't do credit repair. Now what are you supposed to do? Bottom line, your credit's not broken. We're going to build a relationship, and I'm going to build your dreams today, and I'm going to teach you how to rebuild your credit. It's not broken. You can't repair something that's not broken. Federal Trade Commission information for you. Ultimate goal, the NACB say I'm the #1 consultant worldwide too. It's probably true. I make millionaires. If you want to be a millionaire, stick around for the next 30 minutes or so. All right, you might even want to join my billionaire boot camp this year too. It's 2021, called Blackjack Year. Ultimate goal? All right, I want you to think about something. We can take corporate credit and give out loans under the corporate structure and make millions of dollars. Maybe you don't know what kind of business you want to go into. So we could play a little bit on this too, and it's all guaranteed. Got nothing to lose. The Billionaire in the Making boot camp's coming up on June 18th, 19th, and 20th. You might want to call the office to find out more about that too. Ultimate goal? Every seminar, workshop, and boot camp, you're stuck with me. I don't pass the buck. Bottom line today, Federal Trade Commission tells you flat out, credit repair doesn't work. They do talk about credit rebuilding, because that does work for you. Ultimate goal, I don't want to say my opinion, but we get 18 calls every day complaining about this company called Lexington Law, creditrepair.com. They do have 657 points and 4 government agencies breathing down their neck too. But again, what can I say? It's online. Bottom line is you make your decision for you. We get people that call and say they've been paying them $99 a month for 2 years. It's like, I'm thinking in the back of my mind, who's that dumb? It only takes 90 working days to make the credit score start going up and away. Now, I got to warn you about LifeLock too, because I hear their ads all the time and it scares me. Mark, who started it years ago, all right, had criminal problems before he even started it, but okay, he got kicked off the board, and the bottom line is LifeLock has been indicted again and again. Their last indictment, they had to pay $100 million. They don't do a damn thing. They lock your credit report on Spirit, and that's all they do. If you want to pay them money, that's up to you. I just got to tell you the truth. In 1979, all right, I sued the Better Business Bureau and kicked their assets too, but I'm just me. Nobody paid attention to me. But the reality is the court ordered, actually told them immediately to shut their office in Los Angeles because they're fraud. I don't know if you know, because there's always some dummy calling every day, you're not a member of the BBB. It's like, ma'am, I have to tell you the truth. They were indicted in 2013. They're a fraud since day one. And if I pay them $650, I'll get an A rating too. But there's 10 million companies that refuse to. All right, like Walt Disney, KBC, CBS, and even more. So let me tell you, I'm not paying them their blood money. Okay, because they're a fraud. They were kicked out of Los Angeles anyway. The BBB since day one, 2020 will tell you that. You can look up the BBB got busted too, or CNN as well. Be prepared, because you're going to do a corporation maybe. Someone's going to ask you, you remember that ripoff too? I want you to understand something today. I want you to go to raisecredit.com. I want you to go on the first page, go clickety-clack, get your credit reports right away. Give me the report numbers in the right-hand corner. Assignment number 1. There's 1,000 assignments and rules that you are guaranteed $1 million company. Okay, I'm going to give you 25 assignments today. Make sure you write them down, please. First thing I'd like you to do is start asking people why. They ask you to do something, your first question is why, and they be quiet. Watch them go blah, blah, blah in circles. Now, why, I'm asking you, did you get an SSN? Why did you get an SSN Social Security card? Pull it out right now, please. You got it because you were told to get a job, because we're a bunch of sheep and a bunch of ducks. So if we read that card, assignment number 2 today, it says do not laminate, do not use for ID purposes, by the way. If you read it more and more and again, it'll say property of such administration, not you. You started your credit report by you putting that on an application. You've allowed the creditors to use and abuse you too. This is up to you. If you give me the report numbers, I'll load them in my system. Within about 90 working days, your credit score will go up and away. Now, I want to get you up to an 820, but it might take me another month or two if you really screwed it up. But I won't give up on you. I'll keep working on it for you too. Ultimate goal, that's assignment number 3. See, I got a program called Refresh. Guaranteed 40 points, if not 200. I took a picture of Credit Karma because it's free. Now, if you look at a Credit Karma today, anything at 29% is in the green, 30 is in the yellow, anything above that's in the red. They say 33%, that's not true. They just want you to go clickety-clack too. Credit bureaus say 44%. I'm going to show you the rules and the tools today. She had a 500 score. If you notice, I got her 157 points in 45 working days. Within 90 days, I got her 211 points, passing 820. Your ultimate goal about that bad credit? I can basically rebuild it for you, but we're going to look at the Fair Credit Reporting Act. Write it down. Section 611 is right in front of you. Creditors and credit bureaus have 45 working days. So the ultimate goal is you to listen and learn while I rebuild it for you. I'm going to use a validation process going back to the creditor, because the application you filled out years ago, even today, is still wrong. The validation verification forces them to remove it from the source, so they can't put it back on again. Now, I got two programs about credit rebuilding. One is they're going to charge you basically $99 per bureau. There are three. It's $297. I want to put in a rapid rescore there too. So total, write it down, is $499. $499, that's all you pay flat out. Within 90 days, your credit score is going to go up and away. Like I said, if you really screwed it up, I might have to put a month or two more work in it. But I want you done within 6 months or less, period. You don't have to pay $99 a month to those, whatever company you want to call them, for 2 years and find out you've been ripped off anyway. Saturday, I have 8 classes. All right, every Saturday for 43 years. One of the classes I want you to go to is basically on 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. It is education and analyzation. So here's what I give you. I give you a money-back guarantee too. All I do, now I take Zelle or bank transfer. Credit cards are hacked all the time. I don't play that game. So the bottom line is I expedite everything for you. Use Zelle, all banks do that, or you do a bank transfer. From there, you email products@raisecredit.com. That way we know who you are too. Now, if you want to do the $99 a month thing you've been doing, it didn't work. All right, it's got a start date with me and a completion date. It will never go past 10 months, period. $99 down, $99 a month too. I'm also going to give you $5,000 of cash credit because you're probably going to need some new credit anyway. So the ultimate goal, that's $99 down, $99 a month. You're done in 10 months or less. I want to get it done as fast as I can. Use Zelle, you bank transfer, simple thing to do, products@raisecredit.com, you email me. Now I need you to get off the national mailing list. Sorry, you added yourself to that too. Call 888-567-8688. Opt out for 5 years, please. Ultimate goal, that was assignment number 4. See, when we do this today, we have to plan the problem. You have been knocked down. You've been told yes or no. Someone got in your way, took it away from you too. It's going to happen again and again. We're going to learn to plan the problem. Next, we're going to talk about safety credit. Write it down, please. I want you to get out your credit cards in your personal wallet now. You see, you got an SSN. You got some credit cards. You thought it was free money, and you jacked it up, got stuck, couldn't get any more. Every card you got in your personal wallet today, I want you to put a sticky in the back of that card. I want you to put the limit, what's 25 to 29%. Here's the rules. It doesn't change. It's been this way since I trained Ken Yarborough years ago. The moment you jacked up a card past 29%, you dropped your score, you got stuck, you couldn't get any more. That's just the truth. Now write down the line of defense. You see, when you see the grocery store or the banks today, you know they bankrupt locations and have other ones open too, because they have a branch number and a tax ID. They know how to play the game, but you brought the pain home because you wanted to. Put a sticky behind your cards. Never bring the pain home ever again because you met me today. Ultimate goal is pretty simple. Assignment number 5. Now, your credit score, you started it, you control it, and it's up to you. If you screw this up, sorry, you got to take responsibility. You got to balance it. If you want an 820 score, it's 25 to 29%. It's like that wave in the ocean. You want it to be flat. Do you not too? Ultimate goal, whatever card you got in your personal wallet, put a cheat sheet together. What's 25 to 29%? Make sure you put the sticky on the card. See, most people who lose their job or have an emergency, they do the same silly thing. They run out of time, they run out of money. Then they jack up their credit in 42 days. It's just the truth. Unfortunately, they do that. Probably you too. I'd like to repackage your life, your house, your car, your bank account if you allow me to. It's up to you. You see, what happens is I built credit for my cat years ago. I wanted to prove it and pull a stunt off too. I built credit for my cat. And my cat has 9 lives. After today, so will you, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about too. Even Inc. magazine had an article of me too. Use plastic to finance your business. You see, corporate credit, we're allowed to write off the interest rate in the credit card. We can't do that to our personal credit. So why would you jack up credit on you in the first place? So if I get credit from a cat, let's see if I can get it for you too. Ultimate goal, I've had 2 comas in my life. What am I going to say? Boo-hoo-hoo. No, I'm going to use credit both times to get out of that problem. Ultimate goal, when I was a little boy, they kept saying money for a rainy day. I asked what that meant, and the grown-ups kept going blah, blah, blah. I realized they were just dumb. Okay, so guess what we're going to think about right now? What if you, every one of you, all right, that's Bob, that's Mark, all right, that's Kathy, that's Gina, every one of you today, you need $5,000 now. What are you going to do? You backed yourself in a corner. You did it to yourself, by the way. Nobody else did it to you. So what happens? You should have a safety credit card like I got in my hand. You see, this $5,000 card, because you go ask your friends, your family, the bank, and they all say no. But guess what? If you had a safety credit card in your hand, and you had to max it out to solve a problem today, the payment's only $50 a month. I'll bet you waste that almost every other day. They also say you waste $140 a week. Is that true? That's $600 a month. If I max out one of these cards today, the payment is $612.26. For what the average person wastes in a given month, I could have got them 2 pizza restaurants with a drive-through. Stop wasting money. Never bring the pain home again. Ultimate goal, that's assignment number 6. So we got the ability to listen and learn. You're here today, I'm proud of you. You're listening to me. Write everything I have to say down, please. You see, I believe in God and I believe in me. When I broke the record for the highest kick on the planet in 1981, I just wanted to prove white men do jump. And stupid people say we don't. So there are people around you that say you can't do this or that too. Just remember God gave you a gift and a dream. See it, believe it, go get it. Now get out of the way. Let's understand why you got an SSN today. It's to create a 1040 tax return. So they get to track your income till you're dead. And then they hope you get stuck in a probate too. It's the IRS's public record right in front of you. You got an SSN, you got your spear and transient Equifax, but then you jacked it up past 29%. You dropped your score, got stuck, you couldn't get any more. It's just the truth. Ultimate goal today, the other reason we got an SSN, we're the collateral for the United States of America Incorporated, by the way. Especially ever since Nixon took the gold standard out. You see, I want you to write down Ray's rules one more time. This time I want you to write $100,000 down, 29%. That'd give you $71,000 of safety. In case blank hit the fan, you lost your job, there's a pandemic. The average pandemic lasts 18 months, by the way. That would have gave you 2 years of income to feed your family. But most of you take the money and credit from the family and go, wee, let's hurt the family some more. Can you write down never bring the pain home again, please? I'm going to show you the better way to play the game. That's called Ray's Rules. You're going to write them down today again and again. It's assignment 7. Now, I've been in 2 comas in my life so far. 5.5 in 2009. This one I got to die. I heard my wife scream her head off too. What am I supposed to do? H1N1 pandemic number 9? But I did get to go to the other side and they asked me a question. All right, go back or stay in peace. I said go back right away. You see, I want to change the world. Help me change the world before I die again. I want to change your world today too. See, there's my yacht, my race boat, my U-Dock. There's the address too. Show me yours, please. You see, I'm from Show Me State. All right, I watch people talk and they just go blah, blah, blah. I got to die in that coma that day. But you know what I got to do? I got to come back to help you again. So guess what we get to do? I came out of the coma, walked around with an oxygen tank for 5 weeks. I put my score back to an 820. Then I popped a credit card again, up to $1 million. You see, I have 5 closet divisions ready to go, just in case someone knocks me down again and again. Today, we don't get a do-over. We get to live or die. I'd tell you wear a mask, but the reality is half you want to argue about that too. It takes a moment to die and a lifetime to live. Which one are you going to pick? That's going to be up to you. Now, ever since I was 2.5 years old, found myself crying my eyes off that day. I wake up at 2:25 every day. I always say thank you, Jesus, for another day, and then I go look in the mirror. I'd like you to try the raised mirror test at least once or twice, please. Look at yourself for 2 minutes. Don't do anything. After the 2 minutes, ask yourself 2 questions. Say, I want you to put yourself in check. Have I completed everything I need to? No. Is there more to be done? Always. Your ability is to listen and learn. And remember, when you've got an idea, you go talk to your friends and family, and you try to explain it, and then they interrupt you anyway, so you got to do it this way or that way. You see, you have an idea and a dream that God gave you. Don't let people cloud your direction. You have the ability to say, see it, believe it, go get it. Ultimate goal, that's assignment number 8. God's example, that's me. I can get back up again and again, so can you. God's delays are never God's denials. The ability to go get the money. Now let's understand today. All right, this has to be disciplined at 25 to 29%. This can be written off interest rate credit card too. We got to learn how to play the game. So money to me, I don't have to steal and beg off the pier. I get to feed my family. I get to help you. Ultimate goal, we're getting older, slower. We're not as pretty as we used to be. Go back to the job you hate. It's okay. Eventually they're going to fire you anyway, and they're going to deliver some pizza. Is that your American dream? You see, as I was a little boy, I've been used and abused. It kind of sucks. So I had to write some things to me to motivate me more. I wrote down I'm important. I will become a corporate millionaire. See, there was a boy named John who used to terrorize the hell out of me. Those grown-ups thought it was funny. They even called me a piece of shit, too. It wasn't very nice. But I said I'll drive a company car. I'll show the world who I am, too. They all had to come work for me by the time I was 14 and a half. It kind of pissed them off, too. That's assignment number 9. Ultimate goal. This world is hurt, pain, worry. It's not fair. God is great. I think sometimes this is hell. Reality is up to you. We all can see it, believe it, and go get it, too. You see, I want you to look at Sam's Club. Think about it. They closed 63 locations in California 2 years before pandemic. They closed down this one or that one and keep open ones too. Banks and grocery stores play the game. They got a branch number and a tax ID. They're playing the game, but not you. You want to bring the pain home for you and your family, correct? See, you got the right to play the game too. Why don't you Google the word bankruptcy today and look at the form? It says SSN. We all got one of those. We're all ducks. But then it says SS 4 times 4. Corporation, division, subsidiaries, and more. We could learn to play the game too if we wanted to. It's assignment number 10. Now, I don't want to screw up anything, but I'll be damned if I screw up my family. So it will be a division and a tax ID. SSN's a 1040. SS4's 1120. Line 10 right in front of you says banking and credit purposes. We get to write off the credit card and the interest rate. You can't do that for you. So the IRS public record. There you go. So you got to decide today, all right, if you want to continue to be the duck. You got to realize you have to be disciplined, the rules and tools put aside, corporations, divisions, and rolling the dice. As long as you're trying, you're not dying. If you're not trying, you might as well be dead. Who wants to be the duck? Is it you? I'd like you to repackage yourself. In other words, let's replace you as a division. Let's rebuild you too, so you can learn to play the game and never bring the pain home again. When I was a little boy, 7.5 years old, I heard, listening to their poker game, a corporation's a legal person. I didn't know what it meant, but I heard, hey, maybe I can get out of hell. I did ride my bicycle down to the Torrance Police Department because there was a library next door. I went in and said, ma'am, could you help me, please? She said, here's a Machiavelli's book. I read the book, then I got pissed off. You see, I learned to read at 2.5 years old. So what happened was simple. I'm looking for a blueprint, an instruction manual. It wasn't there. Kind of like you've been looking for all your life too. So guess what? Today I'm going to teach you how to connect the dots. Now some of you have a corporation before you met me. And you're sitting there going, what's next? You're going, that's all. They say 9 out of 10 people don't do a damn thing anyway. When you get a corporation, it's a legal person. You got to create a blueprint. You got to give it life. If you don't, it sits there doing nothing. I even wrote Winning the Game of Business 43 years ago. From Repackaging America too, because I want to repackage you. If you ever truly want the blueprint, from A through Z, how I brought in millions and billions of dollars by the time I was 26, here they are, 12 books and CDs. Ultimate Goal, the office sells it for $9.99. I give it away for half price on a live webinar. See, I broadcast up to 3 times a day, Monday through Friday, all day Saturday. All right, 43 years you're stuck with me. So if you want the blueprint, it's $4.99. Use Zelle, or do a bank transfer right away. Then you email products@raisecredit.com so they have your address and know where to ship it today. Ultimate Goal, we take bank transfer or Zelle. It's all you got to do. Now, I was also the incorporator for Rich and Famous People for years, 2019 of those too. But then even we got Gold's Gym, Mr. Superman. I built $1 million of credit in about 6 months. So the ultimate goal is pretty simple. You can listen and learn and let me do the work for you too. Even my people that are coming out of prison got a second chance. Here's Freeway Ricky Ross from my neighborhood. 20 years in prison. Came out, had to rebuild his credit, got him a gold and a platinum card too. Thomas was in prison for 26 years. I got his son 18 years old, $60,000. Then I got him a bunch of credit to get in the dump truck business too. See, you got to beat your doubt. You got to run your race. That's assignment number 11. So today is May 5th, 2021, Blackjack year. Now, again, we got to look at December 31st, and we have this amount of time. Our goal is to see it, believe, and go get it, so you can be that $1 million dream. Do your best. Let God do the rest. That's all you got to do. And let me repackage you. I want to get you past go. I'm going to show you nothing I obtained myself, only things I obtained for me. You see, it's like God's gift. I had 6 mansions. This is one of them at the time. That's where I parked my race boat and my yacht in my backyard. Where you park yours again? Helicopter, Lamborghini, building 2. You see, I make millionaires. All right, you might even want to get to the Billionaires Boot Camp this year too. That's up to you. You see, you can take the corporate credit I build you and start loaning out the money under the corporation because it's fun, and you can make millions of dollars too if you don't know what you're going to do. That credit becomes a product, by the way, kind of like the bank does. Billionaire in the making? Simple. It is going to be June 18th, 19th, and 20th. You can call the office too and check out some more information before it's all sold out. We're only allowed to put 25 people in the room. So here's what we got to do. On your tablet and pen right now, I'd like you to write down to change your driver's license to a P.O. box or a mailing address. I want you to protect your ass heads. You see, the problem you've got right now, you wrote a check the other day, and your house got robbed the next day. You gave where you live. I want you to use Ray's rules and tools and never bring the pain home again. Is that okay? I want to hold your hand for the next 3 months to a year. I want to make sure you get past go. The Driver's Privacy Protection Act too. Ultimate goal, it's assignment number 12. You see, when you look at that grocery store and that bank today, and they got open ones and closed ones, you know they got a branch number and a tax ID. You can play the same game if you want to. You see, a division, I wrote the rules in 86. Multiple functions. Disconnect, isolate, incorporate. If I got houses and one slips and fall, they sue and take everything I got. If I put them in a division, one gets screwed up, I got 4 left to go. It's a numbers game. By the way, you can build cash and supply credit per division too. Ultimate goal, let's look at the car you got today. If you can see your car, look at it now, please, as we're talking. Let's think. All right, think when you bought the car. You let someone sweat you for hours on end. They basically, all right, told you to fill out the paper to run your credit. You lost $5,000, got up to 9 inquiries too. Sorry, you didn't do it Ray's way. In other words, a piece of paper, they say fill it out, gonna run your credit. Next to your signature, you're supposed to write down allows 1 inquiry. You're supposed to take a picture. See, the problem is you allow people to screw with you. You're going to be one of my students. That means I'm going to be telling you what to do many, many times. And if you ever get stuck, you just fax me the questions. I'll get you unstuck. I got an IQ off the friggin' chart. I'm the smartest son of a you-know-what I've ever heard in my life and seen. So that's when it comes to personal business credit. I'll take on anybody who thinks they're smarter than me. Just have some fun with them, too. Don't worry, they'll go wag the tail behind them. Now, tax ID division. Write it down. Tax ID what? Division. That car's registered to you. I'm sorry, you're a duck. It's assignment number 13. We got to cover Max and cover his ass. It's, get it? You drive your car today to that grocery store in the bank, a little bumpity bump. Unfortunately, what happened to you, they act like they're going to die. They got to put on a show. You see, you got to realize something. Driver's license, insurance, registration, please. Now your heart falls out of your chest. Then you think, I wish I would listen to Ray. I hear that every day. Understand. Driver's license, please, not home address. The insurance, you're paying it out of your, what, paycheck called taxable income? I don't get that. I'm sorry. All right, you're paying for insurance out of your paycheck when a corporation could have paid for the insurance before tax was considered. I've got to repackage your life because you're screwing it all up. Sorry, because you're even the registered owner of the damn car. You don't get it, do you? All right, there are 44 bloodsucker attorneys on TV. It'll never happen to me till it does. They're going to sue you. They're going to take everything you got. You're going to do things in the future my way. I'm praying starting today. The registered owner's a division. So they can't sue you, they get diddly squat. You got to cover your ass. And never bring the pain home. That's assignment 14. Now, this car is bought under a tax ID and a division. Now, I want to understand something. When I had 17 houses when I was 19, they kept telling me I couldn't get number 18. They were shocked that I had 17. How'd you do that? I'm asking you how to get 18. You're telling me you can't be done. It's impossible. Now you're asking me how I did this. You see, when I wrote the rules on divisions in 85 and 86, all I had to do is dump those in divisions, and it freed up my credit report. This car under tax ID in the division, it doesn't show up on a personal credit report. Some of you got a repossession. You're going to get a 1099-C. That's a state and federal tax problem. I'm sorry, you screwed up. Every one of you screwed up. Your car is registered to you. Why? Why would you ever be a duck when you never had to be in the first place? You see, the IRS will give you a 1099-C deficiency balance too. You got a choice today. Your paycheck is taxed. You get the leftover. Corporations bring in all the millions and billions of dollars, allowed to pay all the bills first and pay tax on the leftover. As an example, Amazon bragged about their first $10 billion. All right, they said it was profit, but they made sure the debt equal to the profit, so they paid zero tax on $10 billion. You pay more tax than they do. Congratulations. Can you draw the 4 boxes, please? When I wrote the rules in 86, the line of defense, if I got a problem with the division, I'm going to disconnect, isolate, incorporate. I'm going to save all the other pieces, but I'm not bringing the pain where? Home. Bringing the pain home is called stupid. You're not stupid. The reality is you didn't learn how to play the game, and you didn't ask the right person why. You're going to learn why starting today. Assignment number 15. See, I'm allowed to build credit under tax ID or SSN. How much would you like? I've been an affiliate for 36 years. We get to have fun. 90 days, you'll be in the direction of the $1 million dream. I'll guarantee that any day. This morning, I did a level 1 in a setup class. Now I got this one going on for you too. All Saturday, 7 a.m., all through the day. You're stuck with me. I don't pass the buck. Everything I do is live. I don't like pre-recorded crap. So if you want your credit score to go up, and away, it's $499. That's all you ever pay. Go to the webinar and the workshop on basically Saturday at 1 o'clock. Pacific Standard Time too. That's education and analyzation. It's free. Ultimate goal, you do a bank transfer or Zelle. Everything I do, I expedite for you. I want it done now. You email products@raisecredit.com. Now, if you want to do $99 down, $99 a month, there's a start date like today and an ending date within 10 months or less. Period. We'll never go past 10 months ever, but I'm going to give you $5,000 cash credit during the program. So your $499, no credit, done fast as possible. Or your $99 a month, you get $5,000 of cash credit, and you'll be done 10 months or less, period. You do a bank transfer or a Zelle, and you email products@raisecredit.com. I got 2 packages for corporation. You might have one, I'll build that one too. This is called Starter Package for a Millionaire. All right, you get the credit rebuilding, the rapid rescore, articles, oscillus, tax ID. Set up in level 1 Wednesday and Saturday at 10 o'clock. Go to either one or both. 90 days. Get it here, here, here. Off it sells at for about $2,000. But I build you $10,000 of cash credit. On a live webinar, I always give you half price, $999. So let's understand, all that's being done, you're working with me for 90 days while I do the work for you too. I teach you how to set up your own divisions, and I'm giving you $10,000 of cash credit back to you that you pay $999 for. That's 10 times your money back to you. See, there's no excuses anymore. Millionaires in the making. Comes with $25,000, comes with all the same goodies. But this one's $1,999. All you got to do is bank transfer Zelle. Email products@racecredit.com. You understand? You're my student. I'm going to hold your hand. Every workshop you can ask questions, you can fax them too. I'll make sure you don't fall down, and I'll get you up again and again. I got no excuses, but I'm taking every excuse you got. You've all pissed away thousands on crap that didn't work before. This time, this year, you're going to let me repackage you. I want you to run your life to a corporation. If you don't want a business, you can incorporate yourself too, but that's up to you. Assignment number 16. Now, rebuilding, rapid rescore, articles, oscillus, tax ID. What do we put in on the sticky? 25, 29% in the limit today. Got to make you a qualified CFO. Ultimate goal, you control the credit, you started it, you screwed it up, we're going to rebuild it for you. It's that simple. Real estate, franchise, leveraging money. Now here's one of the Lamborghinis at the time before the coma, part of the collection. Pay tax or buy a Lamborghini. See, corporations are allowed to use debt to offset taxes. They actually create debt on purpose, by the way. You get a paycheck, it's tax, you get the leftover. But the problem is I don't understand, and I'm going to ask why. Okay, I'm asking you why. Why would you pay payment, gas, registration, insurance out of that taxable income? I mean, I think you should yell the word no. You should be driving a damn company car like I do. All right, are these turned on? It's assignment number 17. Which car do you like? They're not mine, but I got the keys. All I got to go is go boom, boom, boom. You see, you got a choice today. All right, you're going to listen, you're going to learn, but you're going to get off your assets and let me change your life. SS4. You're hearing things today you've never heard before in your life. You'll never hear from anyone else. God only made one of me. And I'm giving you real tools and rules. Line 10 says banking and credit purposes. Get to write off the card and the interest rate too. That's called IRS public record. Why don't you download one of those forms? Called assignment number 18. Stockton City files a bankruptcy because they're the largest bankruptcy city ever filed before. You what cities filed bankruptcy too? Just because you have a bad day doesn't mean you bring the pain home. The reason the city can file a bankruptcy, they're a corporation. So are states, so is the United States of America too. So when we have the rules, what if I get you one of these cards for the corporation? What if I get you 9 more for every division? It's called a bucket of money. How about a piece of property? How about we turn around and have a franchise too? One gets screwed up, what's going to happen? We get rid of the bad one, we keep the rest of the pieces. We have 8 pieces to go. We're going to set up another one again and again too. We can play the game like they do. It's up to you to listen and learn. You could even take the corporate credit and loan out money. You realize something? The corporation loan out money, borrow money is not taxable. You're writing out the card, the interest rate, borrow money is not taxable, and you're turning it into millions of dollars under corporation structure and divisions. Under C191D, 8 ways to loan out the money. If I take $50,000 off this card, payment 6/12/26. Okay. What do? We pay the payment, we put a lien on someone's house, we loan them $10,000. They got to pay if not, I get their goodies. I'm going to put a homestead blocker and a chattel mortgage too. That's $2,449 a month. Just the beginning. Now if you want, you can get $4,800 or $73.47. You control what I've been teaching about cash flow free time for 43 years. It's up to you. The assignment, specialty classes start at 7 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. 1 in the afternoon at 2:30. It's called basically nonprofit. You might want to download a 1023 form that equals a 501c3 federal exemption, and bring it to the class. Analyzation's at 1 o'clock, by the way. I'm going to teach you to do one or two things. Can you follow through? Google, Facebook, YouTube. You can watch that all day long. I'm on all of those. There's more. If you're not getting the PowerPoint, go to raisedwebinar.com. Get the full overview. Never bring the pain home again. Ultimate goal, this is what I heard at 7.5. I wanted to get out of hell. You have no idea. Of being used and abused and stealing out of a trash can, eating off the damn pier. They said a corporation's a legal person. It's not legal advice. It's chapter 18. Let's read what it says in front of you. It's out of the book. A corporation's a legal person may sue or be sued. I wanted my blueprint. I wanted my instruction manual too. But again, the United States of America Incorporated, right, have 50 states. All states are corporation. From there, they set up the divisions. The divisions are corporations too. See, they set up their line of defense. The reality is you haven't set up your line of defense for you. I even told you in the beginning today, plan the problem. They planned it. They created a Chapter 9 bankruptcy under the Federal Protection Act. It's public record for the corporations called divisions called cities. They wipe out the debt. They stay in business. You are we the people. As long as you're trying, you're not dying. If you're not trying, you might as well kind of give it up too. Nixon took the gold standard out. We got an SSN equal to 1040. Mama delivered a baby this morning. She was told, here's an SSN form within 3 hours after the baby's born. You know, right? See, they have to bond the baby. They have to print some more money. Mama don't sign the form. She can't put the baby in the stroller. The car seat cannot go home. Mama's going to sign the form. Ultimate goal, we can even look at Walt Disney. They opened their doors the other day. Debt offsets taxes. They had $1 billion in the bank. They want to pay tax at all, so they wrote an IOU to themselves. So you can learn how to play like Mickey and Goofy do, if you want to. Bottom line is online, you're going to see websites so you don't have to guarantee. Excuse me. Getting cash credit, that's called BS. Then you're going to see those called trade line crap. Sorry, I don't want you to use someone else's history saying it's yours under penalty of perjury. We might have to visit you in prison. So the ultimate goal, why don't you let me get you 8 cards per division, 9 lines of credit, you get to write it off anyway, and then we get you supply credit, vendor credit, marketing credit, lease credit, gas cards too. You've got to be a qualified CFO, that's just the truth. Please look up the word Fair Lending Act before you do trade line crap. Your goal is decide. SSN, SS4, who wants to be the duck? Alright, that's up to you too. Corporate credit, we can write off the interest rate in the card. See, it's like when you bought your house. I'm sure you use Ray's rules, right? Escrow, close, homestead, put it in trust. Oh, you didn't do that? So when they sue you, they take it away? And when you die, it's stuck in a probate and your family got diddly squat? I guess why not? That's the way you want to do it. That's up to you. See, when you fix up a property, I want you to do it my way. I want you to hire that contractor, but remember, they hire the subcontractor that stand outside Home Depot. Nothing wrong with that. Remember, good workers, but if they cut corners, slip and fall, and sue you, they take everything you got. You might just think about quickly deeding properties to a division. You might do assignment of asset and equity too. This way, at the end of the day, they can't sue you. What do they get? Diddly squat. Why not? You might even want to look up an irrevocable trust. That's the one I would pick if I was you. But pick whatever you want to. That's assignment number 19. I'm almost done with you. Ultimate goal is pretty simple. Alright, I want you to stop playing peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. You see, the IRS is the rule book. They'll tell you flat out corporations pay tax when they make a profit. Some people always say, Ray, I don't want to pay tax. I said, stop, dummies. You can't play that game. So if you did, go to irs.gov, download a form called 656 of 430 A and B. Get your free money called a COVID-19 check. Get your butt back in the system starting today. Ultimate goal is simple. Assignment number 20. From here, when you fix up the property, can you do it my way, please? I'm one of the original OPMs, other people's money. I don't use my money to fix a property, never have, never will. You see, you can save up to 70% through the division, buying from the manufacturer. You don't pay a bill for 30 to 60, 90 days anyway. Escrow closes, it pays off the debt. Ultimate goal here now, don't waste the money. Can you write down Ray's rules, leveraging money? Borrow money's not taxable. Set up the line of defense, see it, believe it, go get it too. Your goal is to understand. That's assignment number 21. I don't like paying anything. I always think thinking if I'm smart as I think I am, I'll turn it into a game. I wanted my first Rolex. I wanted it for free. I set up a division for jewelry. From there, I got a wholesale price. The overnight of the watch to me. Don't have to pay for 30 days. I put a loan on the watch I did not own. Ultimate goal, guess what? I paid the invoice for the watch I did not own. And the end of the day, I got it for free. I'd like you to play with me some more, too. You see, leveraging money, reference it, too. You see, banks borrow up to times 10 from the feds and loan back 5 to you. If we took that money from escrow, leveraged the money, raised rules, could create $3 million of borrowed money, non-taxable. Probably tell you to go buy a McDonald's. Get a Big Mac or fry and a chocolate shake too. Ultimate goal, your corporation should never do business. Get credit, yes, but it should set up the line of defense. So all of a sudden we see it, believe it, go get it. One of the divisions got a problem today. What are we going to do? We're going to pull a Donald Trump, a Citi, a Wells Fargo Bank, a rich and famous people too. We're going to do the 3-step, by the way. Disconnect, isolate, incorporate. See, I don't want to screw up anything, but if I have to, I'll disconnect, isolate it, and try to save it. Can't save it, I'll bankrupt it, but I'll keep the other pieces. But I'm not bringing the pain home. They didn't have to, why would I? Your ultimate goal is pretty simple, assignment number 22. Ultimate goal, what are you willing to lose? All I know is this. I don't want to lose my family, corporation, or the division. But if anything I have to lose, it will be a division because it's cheap, and I can get another one and another one too. When we're playing the chess game today, remember today, what are you willing to lose? I'm sorry, I'm going to rebuild you, get you to million to billion, but the world's still going to try to kick your assets too. You got to plan the problem, like I told you in the beginning today. It's assignment number 23. My wife asked me in July 3rd, 2009, can we go to the Huntington Beach house and take out one of the yachts? Why not? I took my card, I filled it up, wrote off the card interest rate, $1,600, and wrote the yacht too. Ultimate goal is pretty simple. I didn't know the next day I'm going to be in a coma and going to die. So the reality is, there's my yacht race, but you, Doc, where's yours? Ultimate goal, I repackaged my life right away. Being on the other side, I got the choice. Stay in peace or go back. I said go back. So I walked around with an oxygen tank for 5 weeks. Credit score back to an 820, then I popped another $1 million card again. I have my 5 closet divisions. Can you write it down for you? Always have a backup for a backup too. God's using me to help you. Make sure these are turned on today. That Lamborghini building, say the Reynolds University. It's called Reaching the Dream. Think and be the impossible. I've done it all my life. It's called Raise Rules. All you got to do is follow through. I make millionaires. Would you like to be next? You see, motivation, I listen to it every day. It's great. But it's good for 5 minutes or 2. You see, they're missing Raise Rules. If they're not going to hand you the money, the rules, and the tools, at the end of the day, isn't it just blah, blah, blah? Why don't we do this? Let's build your story. You know, I'll make the millionaire and billionaire for you too. Billionaire Boot Camp is June 18th, 19th, and 20th. Again, call the office to find out more about that too. So if I'm building you up to an 820, 100,000 of safety credit, we put it aside, we don't use more than 29%. We'll get your corporation and divisions up to $1 million of credit. Stop being stuck. Ultimate goal, on Wednesdays and Saturdays, you get workshops with me. Saturday, 8 classes this Saturday. Ultimate goal, if you want the blueprint that I used for me, I wrote for you, I give you half price on the webinar, $4.99. You Zelle, you wire, you transfer, you email products@raisecredit.com. We ship it today. Ultimate goal, the 14th Amendment, turn the corporations into people. The United States of America Incorporated. They have 50 corporations called states. States have corporations called cities. They set up their line of defense, but not you. Ultimate goal is up to you too. Your goal is simple. Never have joint credit. Buy a house, escrow, close, homestead, put it in trust, raise rules. Corporations should always have up to $1 million of credit. We should have divisions because they're cheap for every piece of property, every franchise, every current business. Got to set up that line of defense. You got to master Ray's rules up here too. Our goal is simple. Specialty classes every Saturday. This is assignment number 24. You got one more to go. If you didn't zell the transfer right away for what I offered you, I'll give you the phone number for the office and they'll try to offer almost the same price for you. It's a little more. Non-profit specialty classes this Saturday at 2:30. You might want to go to irs.gov and download the 1023 form. That's how you obtain a 501c3 exemption. Ultimate goal, remember, rebuilding your credit. It's $499. It's done in about 90 days or less. But if it takes me a month or two more, I'll keep working on it for you. 1 o'clock, you get to go to the analyzation and education class too, as many times as you want to. All you got to do, this one is $99 down and $99 a month. But this one I give you $5,000 of cash credit too. There's a start date of today and it'll be done in 10 months or less. I'll never go past 10 months on you ever, unless you keep screwing it up. Bank transfer or Zelle. That's all you got to do. Products at raisecredit.com. Package for a millionaire. You get the credit rebuilding, rep or rescore, articles, also tax ID, set up in level 1. Get the classes to go to the divisions and set them up yourself too, or I will do it for you as well. 90 days. Office sells for about $2,000. I give you half price because you're in a live webinar with me. I give you $10,000 of credit too. So it costs you $999. All right, change your life right away. Millionaire in the making, $25,000 of cash credit. Ultimate goal, $1,999. And you're getting $25,000 of cash credit and all the goodies too. All you do is a bank transfer or Zelle. Email products@raisecredit.com too. See, I want to repackage your life, your house, your car, your bank account. Ultimate goal. Now, the American dream, people say it all the time. My first question when I hear somebody say that is get in their face and say, are you giving me the money, the rules, the tools? Are you holding my hand every step of the way? Or are you going to take my money and go bye, 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 like everyone else does? See, we all need money coming in, pay our bills. We all need a company car, go on a business trip, help other people free up our time. We all need the line of defense. But again, 1,000 assignments and rules is $1 million company. 20,000 is billion. Last and final chance. $499. Go to the class on 1 o'clock on Saturday too. You basically do a bank transfer or Zelle. And you tell products at raisecredit.com what you did. $99 down, $99 a month for 10 months. I get you $5,000 of cash credit and you're done too. Ultimate goal, bank transfer or Zelle. All you gotta do. Thing is, starter package for a millionaire, $999 and all the goodies and workshops, $10,000 cash credit too. Millionaire in the making, $1,999 to you, and you get $25,000 of cash credit. We take bank transfer Zelle. That's what we do. Products at raisecredit.com. Stay safe, stay strong. If you're sitting wondering what's next to come, let it be you and me. Nowhere on this planet you got anybody holding your hand like I'm trying to do for you today. No one knows what I know too. I want to change your life if you allow me to. But me, as far as I'm concerned, life is a gift from the Father in heaven. God's given us the opportunity to believe and receive. Let us make the best of the day and give thanks in every way. Thank you, Jesus, for one more day. Amen to that. All I know, I've been shot twice, knifed 6 times, born with a girl's name, had to steal and beg off the pier, eat out of a trash can, get to be in 2 comas when I get to die, and so much more. But I got my faith and persistence. I will do my best all through the day while God does the rest for me. It's about time you go get your goals too. 800-510-3338. Call the number. That's assignment number 25. 800-510-3338. Let's see what price they'll give you. They make a little commission. So the ultimate goal is to do your best while God does the rest. And never forget, God loves us all.